Shizuka Anderson. Today I am in sunny Enoshima. Look at that beach. There's a lot of people out surfing and sailing today because it's such a beautiful day. Enoshima is actually a really popular weekend destination for people in Tokyo. It's a little bit out of the way and it's got a beautiful beach and ocean, and because it's got the sea right next to it, it's a really great place for fresh seafood. So I'm going to be heading to that little island over there, and we're going to be discovering what kind of amazing street foods and delicious seafood we can find today. Let's go! We're almost there. This is the Enoshima Island. As you can see, it's bustling with people, lots of great foods. It looks like old Japan. I love this vibe. A lot of the shops here have been here for ages, and as you can see, it's a bustling little street, and there are usually maybe double the amount of people here during peak tourist season. But if you walk up this path, there's a beautiful temple at the top, so let's head there and see the views. It is so beautiful. It just feels like old Tokyo. It's not actually Tokyo, but I mean, I think that's why it feels like old Tokyo, because it's so preserved. I've reached the top of the little mountain, and here is Enoshima Shrine. Enoshima Shrine is home to Benten-sama, who is the Japanese Buddhist goddess of prosperity. So if you ever want to pray for wealth, then this is the place to come. Interestingly, I've just discovered that Benten-sama originates from the Hindu goddess Saraswati. So very interestingly, there's a little bit of a connection to Buddhism here, even though it is a Shinto shrine. Very interesting place. I am here at this wonderful little pond, which is said to provide you with wealth when you wash your coins in it. Many people come here and just throw their coins into the water, and it's supposed to bring you good fortune. And I believe it's even luckier if you can get it into this little thing in the middle here. I don't know what it's called, but everybody aims for that, so I'm gonna give it a try. Here we go. No! It bounced off, oh my God. That was my 5 yen coin though, which is supposed to be the lucky coin, and I don't have any more of those. So we're gonna go with a 10 yen coin. Let's hope the 10 yen is lucky because it rhymes with Benten, which is the goddess of prosperity. So here's to my 10 yen. Here we go. My aim is not bad, obviously. Let's give it one more shot. Now we're gonna go with a 100 yen coin. Well, the temple was lovely. Hopefully I got a little bit of good fortune, and hopefully I will get some prosperity. But let's go check out the rest of the shopping street and see what kind of delicious foods they have. Arigatou gozaimasu! Wow! Look at that! Right, I've got my freshly pressed taco senbei, aka octopus rice cracker. It's amazing how thin it gets, because this is like an actual three-dimensional octopus that they've pressed into paper size. So they use like a really heavy-duty press, and that's why it makes this squeaking noise, because all of the air and the moisture is being released through the steam in the press. So it's very interesting to watch. It's actually kind of beautiful. It looks like a work of art. It looks like a marble, like a marble tile. You can see the little bits of octopus leg. It's actually amazing. It just like flattens all the way out. All right, well, now's the time to see how it tastes. I'm not usually a fan of like octopus that much, and like eating, you know, this stuff doesn't look super appetizing to me, to be honest, but I'm gonna try some new things here today. So let's give it a try. Itadakimasu. What? I'm so confused. There's like a leg here, but there's no bite to it at all. It tastes like I'm eating a rice cracker, but like a really paper thin. It tastes almost, the texture is almost a little bit styrofoamy, which sounds not appetizing, but it's got a lot of seafood flavor in it. It actually tastes a little bit salty. If you've ever had a shrimp cracker before, it tastes just like that. It's worth trying because rice crackers are definitely a staple in Japanese food culture, so maybe give it a try next time. Arigatou gozaimasu! Yay, that looks so delicious! It smells like soy sauce, but it also smells a little bit sweet. So I think that it's gonna be a salty sweet kind of combination, but it also smells like scallops, so it's a little bit fishy smelling. Let's give it a try, I'm really curious. Here we go. The outer parts here are really nice and crispy. You got a little bit of crunch. The inside is super juicy and meaty. Really good. And as predicted, it is a little bit sweet, but it actually goes very nicely. Let's wash it down with some beer. First time trying Enoshima Beer. That's really good, I really like that. It's a very light tasting, it almost tastes like a white beer, but it's not. I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it is very delicious, very easy to drink, a little bit fruity and sweet. Oh, that's really good. I think these go really well together. I've got my Japanese Monaca Ice Cream. This is a really popular dessert in Japan. And this one is the purple sweet potato ice cream with some red bean paste. That looks so delicious. And Monaca might not be so familiar to a lot of people abroad. It is basically a kind of puffed mochi wafer. So the texture is going to be really, really light and fluffy. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Oh my god, that is so good. That was quite the bite. Did you see that? This is a really crispy wafer. So good. The purple sweet potato, I think it matches really nicely with red bean paste. It has a really good traditional Japanese dessert flavor. And the outside here, it tastes a little bit similar to the rice cracker that we just had. Because of the puffed rice, it has a little bit of a fluffy, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but styrofoamy texture a little bit because it's so fluffy because of the rice. I mean it in a really good way. It's just so airy and so light. And it's got a nice crisp to it. Really good Japanese dessert. Look at this! Wow, that looks tantalizing. The sauce just makes it look amazing. Go find a spot to eat this. Over there. Okay, I'm now sitting down right in front of the sea. The view is gorgeous. Perfect place to sit and have a bite of my street food. This squid is drizzled in some really delicious looking golden brown sauce. I'm just gonna dig in, you guys. Here we go. Grilled squid. This actually exceeded my expectations. This is a really good squid. I'm not a big squid fan, to be honest, but this is really delicious. It's not overly chewy. It's very easy to bite through, which I like. The inside is almost a little bit creamy, which is really delicious. And the sauce, also again, a little bit of the salty and sweet, little hint of sweetness, goes really well with the grilled squid, I think. Seems to be kind of soy sauce based. This is really delicious. And since we're right by the sea, it's probably very fresh as well. Most of the seafood here is known for its freshness, so maybe that's the secret to its tastiness. Enoshima is known for their shirasu, which is a tiny whitebait fish, which you can get right off the coast of Enoshima. So you get the freshest shirasu when you come here, which is why you can actually eat them raw because they're super, super fresh. So the next place I'm gonna go to is known for its shirasu everything. They got shirasu bowls, all kinds of stuff. So let's go check it out and see what kind of delicious foods we can find there. So this shop has Shirasu everything, which is really, really interesting. They even have Shirasu Beer. They also have Shirasu Sake, and they've got Shirasu Pie. You can actually see little bits of Shirasu inside the sweet pie. Ooh, Shirasu and seaweed. Shirasu paste, fish cake. They also have just like ready packaged Shirasu. This is what the actual fish look like. You get some protein, and they're very healthy. And they've got a Shirasu croquette, as well as deep fried Shirasu with cheese. I like anything with cheese, so I'm gonna try both of those. Yay, here we are. So I've got my Shirasu croquette, and we've got some really delicious looking deep fried Shirasu balls. All right, so I've got my delicious Shirasu fried goods. First, I'm gonna try the Shirasu croquette. Itadakimasu. Oh, that's right. It has a black filling. I believe it has a little bit of charcoal in it to give it this color. And of course, it's a potato filling with Shirasu mixed in. But weirdly, I don't taste the Shirasu at all. I don't even see the Shirasu. Oh! Never mind. I can see the Shirasu. You can see little bits of white fish in there and an eye. It's basically just a really nice, fluffy, and crisply deep fried croquette. It does have a slight fishy flavor. More so than a regular croquette, of course. But the taste is very faint and very subtle. Very easy to eat, this one. Okay, I'm gonna give the deep fried Shirasu cheese balls a try. That looks really nice. Feels like the inside is squishy and mochi-like. Here we go. Oh, I was correct. When you bite into it, it like puffs up like a really chewy mochi ball. I think the ball itself is made with a little bit of mochi in it. And the inside is filled with creamy, melty cheese. And you can see little bits of Shirasu inside. And as I assumed, it doesn't really taste like Shirasu at all. It just tastes like a fried cheese mochi ball. And I'm happy with that. So yeah, I think all you get is just a little bit of extra protein when you eat this. Really good. Well, that concludes my day here in Enoshima. It was so much fun and there is so much delicious food to eat here. So if you like seafood especially, it's definitely worth coming out for a little day trip. Even if you don't like seafood, there's a lot of things to do here, like enjoy the beach. There's also some caves, there's some history to enjoy, and of course the overall atmosphere is so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed touring Enoshima with me, and I hope you guys tune in to the next episode of Japan by Food. See you!